GM. Welcome back, everybody, to Noun O'Clock live at Zero Rights Media. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're watching the end of the auction. 1385, this beautiful microwave we got yesterday. If you want to watch the end of the auction with us, you can go to nounoclock.live or nomo.wtf. That's nounoclock.live or nomo.wtf. While you're here, you can pick up Nomo now, number 1385. This beer we got yesterday. It is absolutely gorgeous, very orange of a noun. For just 0.00069 ETH, that is $2.35 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. Speaking of the Yellow Collective, today is a very special day, not only because we've got a fantastic pretzel up for auction for the next 3 minutes and 45 seconds, but it is actually the Yellowversary. Yellow Collective launched 1 year ago today. We have a lot of stuff planned for today. Can't wait to get into all of that. But yeah, 1 minute left on this auction, so we gotta focus on that first. Currently sitting at 3.19 from dusk. We'll see if it goes any higher, but I rather doubt it. In the meantime, we've got Civiotech, we got Brett up here as per usual. And Prof, as per unusual, hello, welcome back.
I used to be usual. I'm sorry.
You used to be usual.
But I'm unusual now.
But you haven't been for some time. You're not unusual. I mean, you are by any reasonable definition, but you're usually here.
We going after a yellowish noun today, or what do you think?
I would like to.
If we have the choice.
If we have the choice,
Yeah.
we
happen
didn't
to
actually
see
pick
a
this
yo
this microwave.
accessory might be good. A yo accessory.
Yeah, that'd be
There's
fantastic.
a bit of a yo
Yeah.
happening on Warpcast.
Yeah, it's standing for yellow 1 year. Well, whatever we end up finding, we're gonna have to find it now because we're playing the feud. It is You know the drill if you've been here before, but just on the off chance that you haven't, you see a noun you like, give it a thumbs up. See a noun you don't particularly like, give it a thumbs down. If we get enough thumbs upses on a good-looking noun, I will try to spam click that subtle button. That's going to be the noun that's on auction for the following 24 hours. We're aiming for, like we said, a yellow noun today if we can get one. This is close.
I think it has to have yellow noggles.
Yeah, as long as it has yellow noggles, I'm happy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a yellow noun. So, like, for instance, this one would be bad.
What do you mean? That's a beautiful garlic, though.
It is.
It is a pretty good garlic.
Slower garlic.
It's a pretty good egg, too.
It's the one where you have to hold the egg on the spoon.
Yeah, it's a race. Exactly. It's an egg race.
and hold the spoon in your mouth? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, it looks like somebody else left it.
Somebody liked
we,
the egg.
we probably got fried.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cooked.
it's time for
well.
Nomo Nouns, and luckily we do have a whole bunch of yellow collective nouns here. Nounoclock.live, nomo.wtf. You're going to see all of these nouns arrayed before you. You're going to pick your absolute favorite from among them. Spam click it with all your might every 10 seconds. Half of them are eliminated until we're left with just one. That's going to be the Nomo noun of the day. I'm partial to that chameleon, but there's a couple good ones here. Once again, make sure you've signed in with your wallet, or your clicks will not be counted. That mustard head is magnificent. Oh yeah, it looks like 2 nouns later there was a yo house that we could have gotten.
Damn it.
We've got
All right, so what
our
are
own
the
Dow.
mustard? What are we thinking? The mustard?
The mustard or the chameleon, I think, are the 2 really good ones. But
okay.
Whatever you pick it now. We're playing the feud. Let's go. Oh, got some love on the cotton ball.
Why am I not connecting?
I'm saving the
there we go.
stapler and
connecting.
the robot shrimp.
I do like the ring, but it doesn't have yellow noggles. It's just not acceptable.
It's gotta be the mustard.
Yeah, it's gotta be the mustard.
Yeah, probably.
Yellow, and then just a little bit of purple. I mean, come on.
In the Matrix.
Yeah, in the Matrix.
It is a good noun.
Yeah, I think it's good for the moment, for sure. The chameleon's just too ugly, I gotta say.
How do you not like I love the chameleon head.
I hate the chameleon head. Hate it.
Final round. Spaghetti versus mustard. Who will win? Who will lose? 3, 2, 1, fight!
Can I really beat you guys 1 versus 3?
No.
I'll stop.
All right. Good mustard.
Ta-da!
You had to know I was going to hit that button.
Of course.
We got a beautiful mustard for the Nomo noun today to honor the Yellowversary. If you want to pick this up, you can do so for the next 24 hours, or more accurately, 23 hours, 57 minutes. Reduce 0.00069 ETH. That's 235 USD at the moment. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury. Goes directly to funding artists on chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. Oh, I hit the wrong button and screwed up my aspect ratios. There we go. That's better. Anyway, speaking of that Yellow Collective, Pat picking up that collective noun number 465. Love to see it. If you don't know Pat, he hangs out in the Nouns Esports orbit a lot. And he's a really cool guy.
And
You should
I hear he's
hang out with him.
looking for quite a few yellow collective nouns.
I hear he's
I
also
wonder
Jane
why.
Doe.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would surprise me. Well, we're going to settle this collective noun auction.
I haven't heard him confirm that, but I've heard credible information.
What is it?
See what we get for 6. Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
A dumpster fire we got. That is the I was just thinking this
I
morning
love
about
it.
the dumpster fire animation. We got the ideal yellow collective noun for the anniversary. This fantastic dumpster fire head on a black and gray checkered shirt with that base background. If you want to pick this up, you're gonna have to beat Twister. But you can do so for the next 23 hours and 59 minutes at yellowcollective.xyz.
You're gonna have to beat Twister. That's funny.
I mean, look, he already bid.
No.
I got a failed transaction because he went over my head there.
I did 1, 2, 3.
Yes. And I did.
It's been
1,
live
3,
for under
6,
a minute.
9.
We already have a bidding war.
Yes.
Well, it'll go up to at least 0.03.
Yeah, that's where Pat seems
It'll
to
go
be.
higher than that.
Well, that's what I said.
Let's hope so.
Well, the floor for a little bit's going to be 0.03.
So are we considering this the first of year 2? First of year 2?
I think we're considering this the last of year 1, right? Or are we? How are we
Feel
gonna
like
divvy it up?
yesterday
We've
was.
never had to do this before.
That's
Well,
right.
you become 1 on your birthday. You don't become 1 the next day.
But I mean, kinda.
This
You
is
become 1 when you were
366,
born.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'd say this
Or-
is the first of the new. Yeah,
Yeah.
the new year.
All right.
Hopefully not indicating,
Yeah.
the year ahead.
The year to come.
It's kind of
I'm
started
gonna
this
say
way,
that,
but
yeah, probably is.
It probably
Yeah.
is.
we could maybe make this into a benefit.
Not specific to yellow.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've noticed the wheels on the dumpster. They go round and round.
Yeah, it has to move. You gotta pull it away from the wall so the truck can get to it.
Yeah, so you can access the grease one.
Yes.
Well, anyway, we're already up to 0.022
You're welcome.
on collective noun number 466. If you want to bid on this yellow collective noun, you can do so at yellowcollective.xyz. Auction number 1 ended on the 19th, so this would be, according to NetNose in chat, so this would still be the last day of the first year.
Is tomorrow the anniversary then? And Toadie's just
No?
wrong?
No,
How did the first auction end? Was it that
because we started
late
the
at night?
auctions.
So it started it on this day, and then it ended on
We
the next
started
day?
the
Is that
Yellow
what you're saying?
Collective on this day. We started the
Well, you just said
auctions the next day.
you just said the 19th.
We'll just
No,
go
I know.
to
Auction
0.
auction
The
one.
first auction went up, but it didn't end until the next day.
Yeah,
Is that
because
what
we
you're saying?
remember we used to do them for longer.
There's no winning bid. Yellow holds 0. There's no
Yeah,
information on
it
it.
doesn't even say the date of it.
Yeah. We didn't. Yeah, we
Bid
didn't launch the
history.
auction until after we launched the Yellow Collective.
Go to Etherscan.
That's where I'm at.
I
But
just did.
the nouns, yellow 0.
Because that was a collective.
363 days ago.
That went directly
Or
to the yellow to the Yellow
Yeah,
Collective.
so it's not a year, is it? If it's 363 days?
It's not a year of the collection that we have on here. It is a year of the Yellow Collective being launched. Because we
Right.
launched the Yellow Collective before we started the auction.
Okay,
Yeah.
that all makes sense. All
That
right.
makes
Yeah.
0 sense to me.
We
the
didn't
first tweets
launch
and-
the auction and then say, "Hey, look, this started." We went, "Hey, look, this is starting tomorrow," and then we launched it.
I assumed it was on the same day.
No.
Yeah, I think there was a delay. Yeah.
There was a delay.
That
There
makes
was a
sense.
24-hour delay.
It'd be cool if we could hit 42 in the treasury there, though.
That's funny. Yeah.
Get
It's
that
so
sucker
close.
up there.
It's
Yeah,
just so
I think
close.
you need what 42, 44 to 0.44. Maybe you could bid RFG.
You. For anybody
So
who
what you're
doesn't
saying is
know
that's a
what
no?
Symbiotek
Is
is
that what you're
talking
saying?
about,
No? Okay.
I did a misclick on collective noun number 125 where I meant to bid 0.069 and didn't.
You left out that O, is what you're saying?
I left out that O and I bid 0.69. I still have it. So I contributed over half an ETH to the treasury by myself. When
Yes.
I very much did not want to. But
What is
it's
That was like
that's
a
the YouTube chat saying
five-
legendary.
bad month
Fuck
for you.
off.
Hey, on the treasury notification, what's the 5.17?
It's
What?
also in the treasury.
Yeah,
know,
that's
of what?
part of the grants. I think the OP that we
Yeah.
got or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
OP?
What's that?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was one that was what we've raised from auctions and then another one from grants. Toadie had it
Okay.
separated out.
Plus the
I see, I
noun.
see.
The
So it
40
is
the
ETH.
40 something ETH
Okay.
is what we've raised from grants. The rest is or is what we raised from
Got
the
it.
auction. The rest is grant funds.
Got it. All right. I was just trying to figure out.
Wait, where is
I
this?
didn't. When I look on Etherscan, I don't see it. So
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, where does that live?
Oh, I think because it's in the Yellow Collective wallet. So is it reflecting that? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's not in the treasury. Got it.
Yep. Anyway, that's the Yellow Collective. So if you want to check it out, we've got a whole bunch of stuff that is happening today. We got some stuff happening in the Yellow channel. Brad dropped by, wished us all a happy Yellowversary with a bunch of Yellow Rangers. What
Yeah,
is
it's a great
this
one.
from? Why do they all have the Dino Fury costume? That usually
I've
when
seen
they
it
do
before,
team-ups,
I
they're all
don't-
a whole bunch of different. No, I know, but I'm just trying to think of which Sentai this is. Because they're all they seem like they're all wearing the same thing. Also, we've got the Yellow Collective that's in the space with us. Is the Yellow Collective in the room with you right now?
I was just gonna
Apparently
say
the answer is
Is the
yes.
Yellow Collective in the room with you right now? Oh, that's funny. I did pin up our show from yesterday. It was pretty interesting. We had Humpty, a nouner, on talking about Crypto Sapiens' new changes to their channel with OpenRank and Sahil from OpenRank. So it was pretty interesting. And they're doing something that's a little bit similar to Rounds, but in a different way, called Kira. So a way to manage channels and things like that. So if you have any interest, it is up above.
Nice. I'm curious about Kira. It's come up in my feed a number of times, but I haven't really dug in.
What is OpenRank?
Yeah, same. And I kept thinking, I'm like, I really need to look at this, and then I'm like, you know what? So he'll just come on the show. It'll be easier because I don't have time. So, OpenRank is a way to rank casters to kind of show who is either by whatever kind of metrics. You can set up the metrics yourself using Kira in your channel, so you can determine like what you see as valuable to that participation in that channel. So that's what OpenRank allows you to do, sort of in the background, and you can do all this with, you just set it up, and you don't have to do anything after that. So that's what it is, essentially.
Interesting.
Remember when Warpcast had power badges, and it was a way to sort of,
Yes.
it was another method of like spam protection, kind of like managing that.
Yeah.
And
Don't
it's
we
this is
technically
a
still
different
have power
approach to it.
badges?
I was
We
under the
technically
We
impression-
do if you look at
but it's not really
Supercast.
used. Yeah, we do, but it's not used. So that's
So remember,
That's why.
it's not remember when Warpcast had power badges. It was remember when we had power badges that were useful.
When they displayed
Yes.
them.
Yes. Like it's no longer
What is
you can
this?
still tap into that, but it's not OpenRank takes into other things into account.
When did they add starter packs to our profiles? They took away the
A couple
NFT
days
tab.
ago. If you watch
Oh,
Jan
Dan hates
Farcaster,
art. That's why I forgot.
if
hates art.
he does not hate art.
He hates
Kind of
art.
does.
He does
He
not.
Yeah.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do
that?
anything with. He doesn't want to do anything with gifts. He doesn't give a shit about the NFT tab. He didn't want to help curate it. He didn't want to do any implementation to make it cleaner. It was
That's
awful, and then it's gone now. Like
I have to
Yeah.
say,
Well,
I bet you
it's an issue
Rodeo's
for.
really crippled with the number of shares that I see of both mints and top nines. Like
Yeah.
it's taken over my feed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
suck
that
it.
frame is because they build frames, so there you go. I mean, they don't
Yeah.
hate art. I think
They kinda do.
he doesn't. No, they don't. He doesn't. He doesn't. I swear. But on the NFT thing, I've had that conversation with him as to why, because I loved it too, and he said it just didn't make sense to use up that real estate because not enough people are using it. So
because it didn't
what he
work.
thinks.
That's why no
Yeah,
one
because
used it.
it was busted.
Yeah,
Like
for a while
you
it
could
did, but I didn't think it was
you could
useful
scroll
enough.
like 4 times and my phone would crash.
Yeah.
And then
That was
like
back
it
when
would
it would
just
crash a
repeat
lot, though,
everything.
too.
You couldn't like if you
Yeah.
click on it would show stuff that I didn't own anymore. It showed stuff that it didn't show stuff that I did own. Like my noun never showed up in there.
Yeah, there's some things that didn't work right. You're right. And they didn't want to put the investment in to make it work better. So that's why they got rid of it.
Because
It's
no
still
one
there.
was
RFG's
using it
fault.
because it was
On
broken.
profiles, it's just not that great.
You know who
Those are
doesn't
my
hate art?
Who doesn't hate
Yellow
art?
Collective?
The Yellow Collective
go.
on base. Good morning.
That is
Nice,
hate art either.
nice segue. The Yellow Collective, who sounds an awful
the
lot
Yellow
like Tony
Collective.
Hawk.
I was wondering. It's weird.
Sounds
It
a little
sounds like Tony,
froggy.
but
This is
yeah,
my
it's a little
anon.
froggy.
This is my anon account. I prefer not to be honest.
Yeah,
That's
the voice changer is really making it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did I forget to put the voice changer on? Hold on.
No. It's no. That's what I'm saying. Is you're using an AI voice changer. Secretly, that's Joshua Fisher, but it's.
Wait. What's it?
Okay. Is that
Oh
working?
God.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you want to play a game?
Dare.
Oddly, it still sounds like Tony.
It still sounds like Tony doing a hindsight impression.
Sounds like cool.
Sounds like you when you got back from FarCon 2 and what was the other one? Base Camp.
Two can play at this game, Toady.
It's Adrian Dickman.
You merely adopted the voice changer. I was born in it, molded by it.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ! Don't do that. That's so much compression. Yeah, you're killing the Twitter codec. No one can understand what you're saying. Twitter cannot handle that high of a bit rate that you need on the echo sounds. Switch to
And
something
my
else.
AirPods.
Yo, stop. Please, my AirPods are gonna blow
I had to
out.
take my headphones off to deal with this.
Sorry, is that better?
No, it's
No.
not better because it's not the volume, it's the echo.
Okay, what about this?
That's better.
Yes,
Yeah, that's better.
No, when you turn on an echo like that, what happens is that it ends up crunching everything so that everything you say ends up getting that staticky effect on it, and it's obnoxious.
Well, the funny thing is it doesn't tell you what you're changing your voice to. You just like go through these icons and it's like, I guess I'm a bee right now? What does that even mean? How am
Can
I
anyone
bee?
understand what he's saying?
Nope. But it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm
he said
saying-
it doesn't tell you what voice you're changing it to.
Yes, exactly. Like now it's a balloon, so I'm assuming it's like helium. I'm probably very high pitched, but that's just a guess.
You're not super high pitched.
The
Are
one
you using
before it
voice
was.
mod?
What?
No, it's
Are you
probably
using
the
voice
built-in
mod?
one here.
No, it's
There's-
built into Twitter.
Oh. Yeah.
Helium probably sounds a bit like this. This is probably what everybody else was hearing for you. Or at least something similar.
All right. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say no one's gonna know who I am at this point. So
Mm-hmm.
Now we can't tell at all.
happy Yellowiversary.
You do still have some echo. Now it just sounds like you're in a like stadium or something. Like a giant gym.
Okay, what about this one? Is this one good?
Yeah, it's still this weird, like it's not a bad echo, it just sounds like you're in a tunnel.
What about this one?
You sound like
better.
Chip and Dale.
No, I've never been a Chippendale. Never had the body for it.
No,
Wait.
not that one. The Disney one.
My ex-boyfriend was the comedian that opened up for them when they toured.
Oof.
See a fluffer.
The fluffer. He was Prof's ex-boyfriend was like Magic Derek.
Oh god. That's hilarious.
Oh,
I just remembered something. My high school boyfriend apparently also ended up being a stripper for a while. I just remembered that. Oops.
You do have
That's
a type.
two.
My
That's weird.
Is
That's
that similar
weird.
to like how some
people say that I have
partners-
main character, and Prof comes out here saying, "Yeah, my ex-boyfriend was a Chippendales fluffer."
I didn't say fluffer. I said the comedian that came out.
A Chippendale fluffer, for anyone who doesn't know.
You didn't have
just
to. It was
the
inferred.
person- A Chippendale fluffer, for anyone who doesn't know that term, is like on the animated film Alvin and the Chipmunks. Someone had to like fluff up their tails before the shoot, and
That's correct. Either
Yeah.
that or the elastic dispenser.
Oh yeah, that's
It
what
would
you
have been
meant.
on the
Yeah, it had
Chippendales,
to make the tail stand up on end. Yeah, that was.
because their names are Chip and Dale, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
just
It's
go with
different.
it. Different chipmunks.
Different
Brett,
chipmunks.
Brett getting all specific because you're not referring to the correct chipmunks.
I know how to fluff,
Hey.
okay? I know what I'm talking
He's
about.
here for the art.
I just now realized there was two different chipmunk shows. For some reason, they
Yeah,
like,
Alvin
merged
and the
into one.
Chipmunks is the music one. Chip and Dale is like the Disney. They're just like
Rip-off?
generic Disney
Re-
characters.
Rescue-
They do a whole
Rescue
bunch of other
Rangers.
things. Yeah, Rescue Rangers
yeah.
is what they're usually known for. Or if you play Kingdom Hearts, they're engineers. Yeah, they build the gummy ships.
I'd like to see someone make like some sort of a chart of this conversation.
I can.
A
Or
blood
a
flow
map.
chart.
A map.
I actually don't think I want to see that.
I can.
How Prof is related to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Via,
Well,
via,
I can.
it's like
Listen,
you've
I
heard of
can
6
draw.
degrees of separation.
You've heard of
I
6
can
degrees
draw
of
the map.
separation? This is a 6-pack of separation, I think is what they call it.
Prof, you have at most 3, probably 2 degrees of separation from Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
I believe
Probably.
they call it a Yang diagram.
I
Well, you
know
need at
because I was depending on how you want to. Well, I'm still So I was quote heavy air quotes friends with Dale at the parks.
Oh,
Anybody who's ever been around
As
Disney
much as you
knows
can
what
be
that means.
friends, yes, with a mascot, yes.
As
I
much
do
as
know
you
the
can be friends
character,
with the
yes.
mascot costume
Yeah.
that you are wearing, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, for anybody who doesn't know, if you don't know people who have worked at Disney beside me, when somebody who works at Disney says they were friends with a character, what they mean is that they played that character. That is what that euphemism is.
I was friends with the Grinch for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you
Was that at
ever
Universal?
watch the what's it called? The interview with Jim Carrey talking about how he coped with the costume for that movie?
Yeah, because it looked miserable. It was like
Yeah.
6 hours of makeup just to put it on and 6 hours to
it-
take it off.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was like being buried alive, and he couldn't deal with it. He eventually put his leg through the side of his trailer out of frustration, and they hired a guy who his whole job was training like CIA operatives to withstand torture. And he used the exact same like CIA torture training to help Jim Carrey survive the Grinch costume. And so and it's all stuff like distracting yourself from the pain by like, essentially just taking control of whatever you have. So like a lot of smoking and like punching himself in the leg and stuff like that. And so every time you saw him on set, if he wasn't actually like acting, he would be off like just out of frame, chain smoking and punching himself for the entire
which is very on
movie.
brand. Very on brand for the Grinch, though. So
yeah,
I was just thinking that. That's kind of perfect.
Yeah,
It's
no,
actually
and
perfect.
also
character
because the
called
Grinch
character acting.
costume, the Grinch costume was made entirely of yak fur that they dyed, and so it was flammable. Does not begin to describe. And so, in order to smoke a cigarette, he couldn't just smoke it; he had to put it in a long ivory holder.
Also very Grinch coded.
Very Grinchish.
So he accidentally had to be very in character just to cope with the costume. It was hysterical. Anyway, we have
I
gone.
feel like they just tricked him into doing character acting by doing this, doing all these things.
I mean, with Jim Carrey, it probably didn't take much. But anyway,
Like
we have
the makeup
gone
people
so
could have done
far
it in
off
one
the
layer.
rails.
They were like, the makeup people could have done it in one layer, but they were like, let's do 7 just to see.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's get back to the task at hand, which is the Yellow Collective. You know we've gone far off the rails if I'm the one telling us to get back on them. You should feel accomplished.
The train has left the station.
Well, I'm Tony,
Tony-
and I'm friends with the Yellow Collective, I guess you could say.
Jesus Christ. Well, we maybe you can settle this, because we were talking about how, okay, so today is the Yellow Collective anniversary, but according to the auction, the first auction wasn't settled until the 19th, which would mean that the anniversary would be tomorrow if it was launched on the same day. So can you verify that we launched the Yellow Collective and then we launched the auction afterwards?
I don't think that's what it is. I wonder, was last year a leap year? Could that be why? Maybe
Yep.
it's getting messed up.
Yes,
that
it
way.
was.
Yep, it was. That's
So I think
exactly what it is.
that's what's happening. I think because it was definitely the 17th for sure. But I think, anyways, it'd be really bad if we were celebrating the wrong day. Now you got me wondering, but
Well, we are, much like how Noun 422 is the weed noun, we're just retconning it. So today was the anniversary.
Well, we still have
Still
23
want that
hours left
noun.
on the space, so by the time it ends, it'll be tomorrow. So
Brett.
Yeah.
I have shit to do. I have a whole other show to host today.
Don't get us started on, how we're at 466
Sorry, you have other
tokens.
shows? You're cheating
Yes,
on
Prof.
us? I can't believe this.
Cheating.
I can't believe
You're
this.
the one
What
who
is this?
started
I'm
an
just kidding.
entire
I know.
other.
It's a
Hi,
joke.
Pod. I'm Kettle. Have we met?
Yeah, Prof,
Anyway.
Prof went against her NDA and started a competing show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. What was that NDA? I missed it. We're not competing. We're collaborating.
Oh,
We're working
okay.
together. And yes, we talk about you a lot.
Yeah, we're only
speaking of
competing
Tony,
when
Tony,
Noun
I
O'Clock
gotta
overlaps
slap you.
with GM Farcaster and Prof
only
can't
when
be
it
here.
overlaps.
Prof said we talk about you a lot, and I'm thinking of that Mad Men meme in the elevator where he's like,
Yeah,
I don't think about you at all.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. You guys never talk about me here, but I talk about you. And Tony, I'm gonna slide into your DMs and see if you want to co-host while Adrian's out of town next week.
Woohoo.
And I think I'm trying to get the Pods guys on that day, so I'll reach out. Yeah. But anyway, I actually have to jump. So I have to go to something else related to that other thing.
I have to
can't
jump
believe you've
too, and
done
it's
this.
not because Prof is leaving. That's not why I'm leaving. Too.
That's crazy. I just got here and everyone's leaving.
I'm sorry, Jess.
No worries.
And I missed you yesterday.
Well,
Tony,
real quick before
Oh
you
my
leave,
God.
can you go over what we're doing for the Yellow Collective today?
Well, we're celebrating the 1 year anniversary, and we're kicking
Thanks,
off
we got that much.
We're kicking off a week of celebrations. Leo Pastel is working hard on the final touches for the first single that will hopefully be ready today. That's the plan anyway. To be released, it's going to be called. Actually, I don't know what the title is, but it's about a gator. See, I said gator. Oh, Prof's not even here anymore. I can say crocodile if I want.
You missed her by milliseconds.
God damn. Anyway, there's an animation that goes along with it by a Yellow Collective member that you will recognize when you see it. So that should hopefully be dropping later today. I'm also working on a bit of a paragraph, not like just a single paragraph, but like an essay on paragraph.xyz about the past year. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, oh, my son is crying in the background. I gotta go get my son. But Yellow Collective, 1 year, amazing, awesome. My son doesn't agree. Gotta go.
I agree, kid. Bye.
And like that, he was gone.
Truly. Cody's kid speaks for all of us. Anyway, just eternal mood. Anyway. Yeah, Yellow Collective anniversary. We'll talk about it more over on Warpcast and on Twitter, I'm sure. Later. Not gonna hover too much on it now because a lot of the stuff that we have for today is still being finished up, and so I don't have exact times for when it's gonna launch because it'll launch when it's done. But we're doing this for the next 24 hours. We will be announcing everything that we have launched tomorrow.
We also have an art contest that's going to be launching soon, so keep an eye on the Yellow channel on Farcaster. Art contest themed around the Yellowversary that is going to have $3,000 in prizes. So.
Hell yeah, love it. It's gonna be fun. But anyway,
I just
while
pinned up something from Davin that he posted yesterday.
Yes.
That the school is finished and is being handed over at the end of the year. They're going to have a whole event
At the
ceremony.
end of the year? You mean at the end of the month?
End of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turnkey.
It's official. The Noun School handover is happening January 31st, 2025. After a full year of construction, 4 Nouns proposals, many sleepless nights, we are finally commissioning the first crypto-funded primary school in the world. You are cordially invited for the handover ceremony of the new school buildings. The management of Nrumo Primary School is pleased to invite you to the grand handover of our new school buildings. Cool. Love it. And I think a lot of that is going to be, at minimum, recorded, possibly streamed if they can get a halfway decent internet connection. It's going to sort of depend on that, but I'm very excited because he's been working on this for quite a while. Did we already lose Jess?
No, she's here.
No, she's not a speaker anymore,
Her
Doug.
mic's open, though.
It shows her as a speaker for me.
Oh, not for me.
Drop down, come back.
So yeah. The reason I want Jess to be able to talk, can you talk?
Hello? Hello?
Yay!
Oh.
You submitted a proposal yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
I know because I was being rushed to sponsor the damn thing 30 seconds after I saw it for the first time.
Sponsor proposal,
Do you
please.
have another PowerPoint presentation for us?
Oh, unfortunately, it was like really made that for like fun, and it's just like, should I use it? I'm like, use it.
I thought it was great.
Really? I was worried. I was like, oh, there's not enough people laughing. Like maybe everyone just thinks we're idiots. So
I wouldn't have been worried until Brett said he thought it was great. Now I'm a little concerned.
oh well.
It was I don't know how to it was perfectly low effort. I don't know how to say it any other way.
It's like the 2000s, like
Yes.
first time on the web, use like a million GIFs that are animated and
Yep.
they're spinning.
Yeah.
Everything
Full
on
of
there, different
blingies.
fonts, just the plain white background.
Yup.
You could tell it was a Riley production because there was a blingy on every slide.
That actually wasn't. It was just a bunch of
Speak of
spinning GIFs.
education, and look who appears.
Yeah,
Damn
bring him
it.
up. But yes, let's talk about, well, yeah, let's get into this proposal because obviously I sponsored it and I'm in favor of it, but I'll let you talk about it before I talk about it.
Yeah, so this is our prop for 2025, the women's Counter-Strike 2 team. We reduced this is our V2 of the prop. We did a joint one with the men a little earlier into the year on the first of the year. This is our V2 of the prop, so we cut our salaries and basically made room for everything else that we still wanted to do, so which is attend IRL events, do activations, connect with people in the community, and just do good in our community. And there's a really great video on the prop, so go check it out. And we also included goals for sustainability this year. I think that was also one of the feedback that we got. And we promised to give 50% of all of our revenue into a multi-sig wallet until we can afford to buy a Noun at auction. So, and I hope that the Nouns don't pump to like $1 million. Otherwise, we will just not get revenue until then. So yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if I missed anything.
No, I think you pretty much covered it. The stuff that I wanted to highlight is the massively reduced ask. The last proposal that was with the men's team was about what 640,000. This is reducing down to 198k USDC. The total cost for the women's team last time, or the total salary for the women's team last time was like 190,000. So this is barely above the total cost that they had for just salary last time. So majorly reduced ask on this. And frankly, better deliverables. I feel kind of like an asshole to saying that, but this feels much stronger. And again, obviously, I am a biased party. I did sponsor the damn thing, but I am very, very, very
like
much in favor of
what
this
I said
proposal.
when you and I were
Are you
talking
saying
about
you're
it
biased?
yesterday. When you and I were talking about it yesterday, RFG, like I had said, like I feel that the women's team has embraced the Nouns ethos probably the most out of any of the esports teams that we have
Yeah.
so far.
Sasquatch said something similar where he was like, yeah, the women's team is really showing a new way that I think esports teams in general, at least in my experience, are not familiar with, which is, campaigning for not just your skills as a, player, but also your skills as an ambassador of whatever brand you're being sponsored by. I think this is a fantastic example of that, and I think it's something that a lot of other teams can learn from. And this might be a slightly controversial opinion, but it did feel like the last prop. It was a big ask, and it kind of felt like the first half of it was piggybacking on the last half, this doesn't feel like that. This is a whole proposal. Everything is laid out. Everything is worth it. I think this stands a much better chance than the last one did, and I really seriously hope to see it. I also found it hilarious that yesterday in Nouncil you were like, "Well, we're looking for editors," and I'm DMing you like, "You know, I'm an editor, right?" Like, what do you,
yeah.
how do you,
But
you think my only income is TNS? Like, I have to make money somehow.
Yeah,
I pay
listen.
rent with editing esports videos. I just don't do it for now. Anyway. Yeah. So there's that. I'm excited about this. I'm very excited. I hope it passes. But now we have Davin here. Davin, right before you got here, we were talking about the Noun School handover. Is there anything you wanted to update on
My
that?
goodness. No, I saw this spin. I had to come on. It's 6 p.m. for me, so I'm a bit free. Yeah, I had to come on and really appreciate. Thanks for the shout out, TNS. Yeah, this is official. Official. This is what is being sent out to the 200 people we are expecting. Only 200. We're only expecting 200 people to come to this school launch. The buildings are crazy. I don't know. And if I can't even comment anymore, so I can't show you guys the pictures. But yeah, I wanted to comment on the space and just show you what. Yeah, the logos are big. I didn't
Yeah,
expect
you can see them in the background of the invite. They cover the
No,
entire front of one of the buildings.
I didn't expect them to be that big, and that is maybe it is even if you can be as tall as 10 feet, even 10 feet, just 10 feet, you could see that same image on the buildings, and they seem to be big, but they are not so unless you're on the ground. So yeah,
They
it's
look pretty
crazy.
big even from the air. I'm gonna be honest.
I did
Having
not
people
expect
next
it,
to them
and
for scale, yeah, they're pretty huge.
but yeah, nine of those bitches, nine of those nuggles, nine of those nuggles. The one I love, number 9, is really interesting. Is that what if the logo is not horizontal? What if it's vertical? How far can it go? That's
We
the
had
part
that
I'm like
for
writing
didn't
down.
Meshup draw that for like the first anniversary of Nouns as like a giant office building that was noggle shaped and extremely structurally
Yep.
unsound, but will
Oh
you know,
yeah.
that's
Yep.
fine.
For I don't
Noun
remember
Square.
what that drawing was called.
Wow.
I have it.
Oh, dear Miss India. I would like to see what that looks like because it's interesting. Like that can be built.
It cannot no, the one that Meshup
Oh
drew
yeah, I
cannot
know
be
the one you're
built.
talking about.
What are you saying? No, and this is my argument. What if it's a water tower? What if it's just a water tower? Oh.
Maybe.
Square water tower.
The square
Yeah, we
water
have a water
tower
tower.
would cause some problems. It would need to be noggles on a water tower, not a
No,
noggle shaped water tower.
Same
and that's what I'm
poundage.
saying is like, unless it is, you can't do the vertical. You have to do horizontal. Take the logo up on the 90-degree, right? And you just put it up. And then it was like, oh wow, you can even stack 3. Yeah. To me, it's interesting. I'm like, oh wow. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm very
Water
much
tower.
excited to see
The
this.
dam.
What media is there going to be around this? I'm guessing y'all are going to film it like you did, like you have all the other events. But
Yeah. I want to do photos, of course. Shout out to the park. The park crew has been trying to figure out how we can get Starlink to live stream, And Starlink is banned in Uganda. To me, that's what pained me. Is that you can imagine Nouns spent 300, close to $400,000, but but you cannot live stream it because in Uganda You can't get a Starlink. I'm like, oh, this is painful. Okay, cool. That doesn't matter.
I mean, there's
We
not
can
really
put the
much you
pictures.
can do about that unless Nouns wants to put more money toward lobbying or something for.
I don't know. I don't know this thing. Let's not go there. Please, please let me just let
If
me
it's
just
which
talk
I don't
about.
think it's legal anyway. Yeah, so
I know.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's let me just close it. But yeah, closing it out for me. What's interesting is that it's been a year. We started in Jan last year. The first prop, four
Mm-hmm.
props in. You know, I said there are four proposals because two of those were admin.
I mean,
were
yeah.
admin Duna.
Yeah,
Duna.
just a little hiccup, no big deal.
No, it's Duna. It's like, oh, let's solve the I'm sorry for laughing, but yeah, to me that's what it explains. Like you can't imagine Nouns is becoming a donor. Um, build your hometown school. That's KYC. Build your hometown school. All you gotta do is KYC, man. I can't believe it.
Mm.
Binance arrives at Nouns door.
Devin, I had posted on Warpcast. I don't know if you saw it yet, but I think that every school deserves a mascot.
I saw that.
Did
Oh,
you?
I saw
So
that. And
Coming
so
from
you
you,
know,
that is a terrifying sentence.
why? Because okay,
there's
I would say,
542 choices right now to pick from.
but for me, I would say like in the U.S., every high school has a mascot, or whether it's sports or whatever.
I mean,
So what?
we had mascots. I'm being very cryptic with how I'm speaking right now. Uh, there's something I'm insinuating for what the mascot would be. But
Mm-hmm.
in middle school, you know, we were the, the some bird, the blue herons or something, and then we were the bears in elementary school. So like even all throughout, like in the U.S., we have, you know, if even if we don't have team sports, we at least have some sort of character icon or something that the kids can wear on t-shirts, or it's like part of the school, or like, you know, that kind of thing. Not an actual like mascot costume, I guess, but like
My school just
a,
had a tree.
a
What?
character, a character, you know, that represents what the school is.
I think for me, what really, and I love that, like you're deeply right. I mean, I think me,
No,
my
no,
school,
I'm not.
even,
This isn't any critique or anything. This is
uh,
I'm. I'll just say it. I'm trying to gift you a noun for the school.
ooh, oh my goodness.
I'll just put it plainly
Yeah,
then.
I've thought about this. I've thought,
Because I think you've
uh,
done incredible work, you know,
thank
not
you,
only
man.
in the school but
Thank you, man.
within nouns in
Can't make
general,
me
and you
cry.
were very helpful with me in NARS coming up, and you know, there's
Please.
only so much that we're able to give back to you for all that you've done for, you know, helping all these kids and everything, and all the skaters in Uganda. And you know, that's a very hard place for a lot of people to be able to get to help out. And it's cool to have someone like you that's part of nouns and so willing to, you know, do that stuff for your community over there, and like fighting all these governmental battles that you have to go through and stuff. It's, you know, it's really great.
You can make me cry. Actually, make me cry. Well, that's amazing, man. And that's something we don't look at, you know. That's like a no-no. If you're gonna look down that, you gotta KYC. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the thing that's getting to me. I'm like, should I ask for a noun for this?
I don't think you should ask
Oh,
for one.
this
I'm more than happy to help put up a proposal
would be
and put it
fair.
as you know, for
Yeah,
the school, instead of you asking for it as a reward.
that's cool. Let's chat about that. Let's DM more
Yeah.
about that because it has a deeper meaning. I gotta make sure that maybe the kids could vote for this noun. You know, those are things I'm thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, we have
Yeah,
max 2,000 kids. Can their vote matter? Maybe when they reach 2,000, maybe we can then say, okay, this is successful. Okay, let's do it in the US.
And
Let the US.
just from, my mom
Mm,
is an elementary school teacher, and every year I go home for Christmas. And this past year when I went, I
mm.
spent a day in the classroom with all the fourth graders, and I was showing all the nouns on the TV, and I showed some of the Nouns Fest animations, and we were going through like the collection, and like I was just clicking through the Nouns
Mhm.
website, and they were guessing what the characters were, and they were having more fun just like guessing what the characters were than kind
Oh,
of doing anything else. And it was,
is it a chili? Oh, by the way, RFG, I wanted to ask this. I know maybe this is hard to do, but it's like this example, which Bridget, I like this. What if the kids could experience 9 o'clock and maybe I should do it, or whatever, and then just guess what you're seeing on the TV. What is it? Is it a is it a rainbow noun?
yeah, it was a lot of fun to
Mhm.
like have them
Mm.
go through that and like trying to figure out what it was, or remember what the character was that came up previously. And they and I think the artwork is, friendly enough that most people can understand what it is. I mean, there is the one weed head accessory that, I did have to quickly click through. And one kid was like, "Wait, what was that?" And I was like, "Oh,
What
nothing.
was that?
We're just
It's a
gonna keep
plant
Oh,
going."
that
material.
kid. Not me. That's the kid.
It's all natural.
That kid understands the weed head. Who
Yeah, fourth
who?
grader. He knew what it was, and I was like, "Nope, nope, nope."
Please. No, that kid knows what we're doing. That kid knows what they're doing. They're
But it
looking at
was,
it and they're like,
but
"Oh wow."
I couldn't imagine, like, I do that with just one classroom of kids, and to have a
Man,
whole school of, I think he said 2,000
oh,
kids
please,
to
man.
you know be benefited from that kind of experience, and just like push the creativity with the different
No,
characters, and
I have
then
to I have to
have
tell you
something
this.
that represents them.
Someone was asking me that what are these frames on the buildings? I was like, oh wow, those frames those are the biggest frames, and maybe they're 8 out of 9. The ninth is not the biggest, right? But 8 of them are the biggest in the world. I'm like, oh, so those frames, yeah, they explain. Then someone sent me a message saying that cryptocurrency is Illuminati. Ooh.
It is illuminating. You're correct.
Illuminating.
We fucking 2025. We're in
Just wait
2025.
until it's our government
RFGs.
currency.
I was like, what are you talking about, Illuminati, man? What? And I'm like, oh shit. I gotta go down and write on these blackboards and write it down. I'm like, oh, I gotta go and write it down and teach it,
but I
teach it.
think but I think you're
Mm.
I think you would be able to relay that well.
But
Like
you can't do.
at
It's
least,
impossible.
have, or at least have a course with the instructors or something. Like, this is what the school is. This is where it came from. I mean, I'm sure they know most of it by now, but
No, I got that comment from. Yeah, I do have my injury. I'm nursing a broken ankle from skating too much in NAS. But yeah, it hit me. These 2 weeks I've been down, trying to recover from this injury, trying to recover back. I want to skate again. I just want to attend NAS meetings again. But yeah, it is. You cannot believe. You may think crypto is there, but people are still associating it with Illuminati. So what are you gonna do? How are you
yeah.
gonna
And
explain?
I
I
feel
mean,
like,
I still associate it with Illuminati. Also, can you hear me? My audio cut out for like the past 10 minutes.
I can hear you now.
You're good.
Fantastic.
Explain that then, RG. Like Illuminati, crypto. These are like two different
It's not.
cousins.
I wasn't.
Well,
I was not being serious. But also, no. I mean, a lot of people associate. The reason the association pops up is because crypto is pretty much entirely anonymous. I mean, yes, there are people who are not anon, and then there are people who, like most of us, who are pseudonymous. Um, but you still, like, even with how easy it is if you know what you're doing to like track things, because it is all, public. The nature of it makes it seem like it is entirely anon, and that freaks people out because they don't know, it's not like traditional currency where they can just go, to the government or whatever and be like, hey, what happened here, and have and know and get that information. This with the way these systems work, you have to like either find it yourself or know somebody who can find it for you. um and it's, it's largely deregulated, and so a lot of people are, do freak out about that. And we're basically never going to see mass adoption until it is regulated, because as much as people in this space frequently want to be, less regulated, and they want to, be in control of what they're doing, the vast majority of people do not find safety in control. They find safety in regulation. It's the difference between, some people are going to feel much safer with their money under their mattress. Under their mattress, other people are going to feel much safer with their money in a bank, and both of these things are safe, but in different ways. One is you are protecting it, but if something happens to it, you're screwed. You have nothing
The
that's like
fact.
ensuring that it'll be there. On the other hand, if it's in a bank, yeah, you're not in control of it, and the bank could remove your ability to get it. But also, if something does happen to the bank, it's insured, and you'll be able, like, if your money is stolen from a bank, the bank is insured. That money is insured for more than it's worth, so you will not lose anything. So that's sort of the difference, is that more
Wait,
people
wait.
are more comfortable with some of with that insurance of regulation, and basically not
I just
having to
want to
worry
ask
about it.
I just want to ask on this, like when you talk about insurance, regulation versus insurance, and that's the thing that is now getting to me, right? Um, the question that I was asked was like, "Oh, cool, you guys have built this crypto thing in Uganda. Well and good. What does crypto regulation look like in Uganda?" Yeah, and then you're asking a full country to verse their currency into the Web3, into their own chain, whatever you want to call it. So to me, it's like a little bit more complicated, because there is this regulation layer. When you leave regulation, that's when you can arrive to propagation or penetration or like sharing of the meme or whatever it is. I don't know. Like it gets more complicated than whatever is happening right now. AI doesn't even compare to just making a few profits on the chat, then yeah, falls off. So I don't know. Just thinking deeply on that.
I'm very lost.
Hey Cynthia.
I
Hey
got, I
Cynthia.
got lost somewhere in the middle there.
Hi
What's going
Cynthia.
on, Devin?
Yeah. No, I'm good. Oh, I guess that I was on Nassau, and I saw this what is it, like the Nounish Punk game was presenting their gameplay. I heard your voice. Then there was someone else who was doing it. I was like, oh, this sounds like Symbio. This sounds like Symbio in the game. In the
Oh
game
yeah,
of Nounish Punk.
that's interesting. I
Is that a
didn't
thing?
contribute anything, so I was AI'd. No, if it's me. But then, a lot
I
of
don't think it was you, but it did sound a little
Mm.
symbioish.
Have they updated their,
Very.
what's it called,
Um,
their Steam page yet?
Oh no. Oh, I
it
don't know.
was
Maybe Brett can explain what happened.
Nope.
What happened
Oh,
yesterday.
the game designer
it's
has the same similar voice as Symbio, and
I just commented that. I was like, oh, this sounds like Symbio, yeah. And it did sound like Symbio because the whole ev- like, oh yeah, then I realized the person who did all the voices for the character in the game, yes, that person is one person.
but
Why didn't they get
RFG
RFG?
RFG, to answer
RFG would
your
have done it.
question, so they came to present a demo in Nouncil yesterday, and they were talking about it, and then I'm not gonna really talk about it too much on here, but the whole thing was recorded. And then it got brought up about the Nounish Punk collection that had happened, and that was got very spicy in Nouncil.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine why.
Yeah, the Nouncils are recorded if anyone wants to look that
Yeah,
up. You know.
go listen to that yourself. We're not going to go over it here. But and speaking of, we have been here for over an hour now, so I think it's about time that we call it and get excited about all the Yellow Collective stuff that's launching today, like the new EP. But until
Yay.
then,
Yeah, there's
we
a
already
new
do
song
have.
coming out today. Some new animation coming out. There's a
Yeah.
art contest coming out.
Da, 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 da. Anyway, yeah, I've got the Nounish Punk trailers playing on the stream right now for people. But these are all fairly old footage. Like this has been out for like, quite a while. Oh hey, there's Nouny. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully we'll see some more updates on that on Steam, because until it's up on Steam, I kind of it needs to be verified to be up on Steam, which is why I'm in favor of it. Anyway, might as well play us out
couldn't
with the
find that
yellow music we
token.
already have. Why? What would be the point?
What?
What would be the point of finding the token?
Oh, the one we were talking, the art of the first year with all the
Oh,
individuals. It might have been
yeah.
Horvath, not Meshup.
Was it?
No,
Because
Meshup did
Meshup
it.
did
It
the
was
Noun Square, the Meta Square.
the Meta
piece,
Square.
But
No, the Meta Square
was
was
thinking
something
about
else.
the-
I was thinking of the
I know the
1
one
year.
you're thinking of. I think it's Horvath.
Was that Orphan? I didn't think it was.
It was a
No,
one with a bunch of different characters that were part of the ecosystem, right?
It was a
In
one that
Windows
looked
and
like an
stuff?
office building. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll find it. But yeah,
I don't think
play us
that
out.
maybe Horvath published it, but I don't think he drew it. It looked like Meshup. The image that I have in my head, anyway. Well, anyway, we have been here for over an hour, so I'm going to call it there with the yellow theme that we got from the park. Because what else are we going to play for today? So thanks, everybody, for coming back to Noun O'Clock Live at Zero Rates Media. I'm Robot Fish Girl. We're going to be back here once again tomorrow, 9:20 a.m. EST. CU picks up this egg race noun that we wound up with today. If you want to watch the end of the auction with us, join us then. Until then, don't forget to check out Nomo Noun number 1386, this mustard head with that dot matrix accessory for just 0.00069 ETH. That is $237 USD. 100% of the proceeds go to the Yellow Collective Treasury, which goes to funding artists on chain in the Nouniverse and beyond. Speaking of, Cool Beans Sir is in the lead on the collective noun for today. If you want to jump in on this beautiful dumpster fire to celebrate 1 year of the Yellow Collective, then go check it out at yellowcollective.xyz. Otherwise, we're going to be posting a whole bunch of stuff in the Yellow channel over on Warpcast, so check us out there, /Yellow, the Yellow Collective on base. Everything is going to be going there today, so go check it out, and don't forget to check back often throughout the day. So until then, we'll see you on Warpcast, we'll see you on Twitter, we'll see you on YouTube. We've got a bunch of stuff over there. Don't forget to check out Zero Rights Reserved. We will see you on Spotify also for Zero Rights Reserved and everywhere else. And most importantly, we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you there.